Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first miniature tutorial, so bear with me while I'm trying to figure out the technical side of things. I'm really looking forward to tell you my miniature story and share my art with you. I hope you enjoy the videos and maybe learn a thing or two. I'd love for you to leave a comment and follow me. So let's get started with my first story. I picked up this funny glass bell with rabbit ears from my local shop. I thought it would be brilliant to make a little Easter diorama in it. My idea was to make a divider in the middle and make an outside and an inside diorama. So like a little carton on one side and then on the other side the inside side of a. So let's get started with the divider. I used a bit of thick wire to create the shape of the bell. If you created the right shape in the wire, lay the wire on the wood and trace the shape with a pencil. I used balsa because it's easy to get cut with a knife. Keep in mind it's quite soft wood and it damages easily. When using a sharp tool, you can first outline the round shape on the top. It makes it easier to cut a neat round shape with a knife. I always like to cut it out a little bit bigger so I can sandpaper it to the right size. Keep sandpapering and fitting until it fits exactly. Because my slate of wood is only 10 centimeters wide, the divider wasn't long enough, so I cut out an extra bit and glued it together. Later on you won't see anything of that anymore. The back of the steps need to be round to fit inside the glass bell. That's a nice challenge for us. Let's start with the outlet shape of the 3 steps. Calculate how high and deep the steps will be. That way you know what the size, the outside shape of the steps need to be. My steps protrude a bit. If you wanted to, make sure the depth of the steps on the outside shape is a bit shorter. The top step need to be round. So trace a circle of the glass bell on paper. With help of the bell, trace the rounding on the step. Cut it out and sandpaper when needed. Cut out 6 pieces. The first 3 are for the steps. If you want your steps to protrude, the other 3 pieces need to be 1 or 2 millimeters shorter. These will become the vertical pieces, or in other words, the rise of the step. So the height that your foot has to take to go a step further. Draw and cut out the bottom part. This also needs to be rounded to fit within the glass bell. You can use the rounded top steps to trace the right shape. Cut out and double check if it's right. You want it to fit snugly. Glue the rounded bottom of the steps to the divider and let it dry. I use Duplo blocks to get 90-degree angles. I'm aware that the next part isn't as clear due to my hands being in the way. Basically, it's building up your stairs with the previously cut out bits and pieces. You start with a raise, and then you add a step. And then one higher, you start with a raise and you add a step. And you make sure your step is protruding, if you wanted that to. I use tweezers to help me put the bits together. The outside shape of the stairs is cut a bit shorter to fit into the glass bell. I cut it a bit too much off, so later on I had to add a little piece. The rounded top step I glued separately and added to the rest when it had dried. We're now going to close the gap with a bit of 1 mm cardboard. Measure the opening at the back and cut out a piece in the right size. Glue the piece of cardboard to the back. Sandpaper to smooth the edges. Give it 1 or 2 layers of paint and let it dry. In between working on the stairs, I was also working on the windows, but for the sake of the video, I put the videos of the windows at the back. Decide on the shape of the window, draw it in pencil and cut it out, and sandpaper it when needed. So guys, that's it for the first part. Hopefully you will join me again for the next part. It will be up soon. Thank you for watching.